Okay guys, today in this video we are going to discuss the concept of angular bisector. See, angular bisector means first you understand what is that definition of the angular bisector. So we have the two definitions are there. One definition is, say, suppose if you take that two lines which are intersecting lines. Suppose if you take that two intersecting lines. Now the locus of a point, let it be this point is that P. The locus of a point which is that equidistance, this one is that M and this one is that N. So here is that the locus of the point P, that means Pn is equals to Pm. Let one line is that L1 and other line is that L2. See this one. Here you take that let L1 is equals to A1 into X plus B1 into Y plus C1 is equals to 0, comma L2 is equals to A2 into X plus B2 into Y plus C2 is equals to 0, B two intersecting lines, two intersecting lines. Okay, say intersecting lines. After that, the locus of a point which is equidistant from two intersecting lines is called the angular bisector. That will be one line will be this one and another line will be this one. One line is called acute angular bisector or internal angular bisector, and the other one is that obtuse angular bisector and or external angular bisector. Angular bisectors are always perpendicular to each other. And one more thing you can observe this. Here is that this one is that one angular bisector. So let it be you take these lines are, one line is that, one line you take that L3 and another line is that L4. Here you see from this figure you can say that L1, L2, L3, L4 are passing through the same point. That means you can observe that the given lines and the angular bisectors of those lines are always the concurrent lines. Let it be you take this point as that x1, y1. P is equals to x1, y1. See, here we will write the definition. The locus of a point, P is equals to x1, y1. Locus of a point P which is equidistance from two intersecting lines. See this one, from two intersecting lines. Okay, so this one is the definition, right? So after this one, this is the definition, and next one is that from that figure we can write that is Pn is equals to Pm. What is meant by Pn? Perpendicular distance from P to the line L1, and Pm is that perpendicular distance from the P to the line L2. So that implies you can write that modulus of Ax1 plus B into y1 plus C whole divided by root of this is that A1 x1 b1 y1 plus c1 by root of a1 square plus b1 square. This one is that modulus of this value. Okay, is equals to, here Pm is that perpendicular distance from P to the line L2, that is equals to modulus of A2 into x1 plus B2 into y1 plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square. Root of a2 square plus b2 square. This one is the from definition. But after this value, you write that locus of the point P. What is that locus of the point P? Here P coordinates are x1 comma y1. Here P coordinates are x1 comma y1. Therefore, locus of P means replacing x1 by x and y1 by y. Therefore, locus of P. Therefore, locus of P is this value will be modulus of a1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 whole divided by root of a1 square plus b1 square. a1 square plus b1 square is equals to modulus of a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square. Root of a2 square plus b2 square. Okay. Now this expression is in the form of modulus of x is equals to modulus of y. So we know this one we can write that therefore a1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 whole divided by root of a1 square plus b1 square is equals to plus or minus a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square. Root of a2 square plus b2 square. So this one is that, what is that? This is that equations of angular bisectors of two intersecting lines a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. Here one equation will get by equating LHS is equals to positive sign of this value, and the next equation will get LHS is equals to minus of RHS value, right? By cross multiplying and simplifying we will get the two linear equations. Okay, you see that in that above two equations, one is that internal angular bisector and other one is that external angular bisector. How can we verify that internal angular bisector and external angular bisector? First of all, you see that the given equations are the given equations are, first equation is that what? a1 into x plus b1 into y plus C1 is equals to 0. And another equation is that A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equals to 0. C2 is equals to 0. After that, we should be verify the constants in both equations must be positive or negative. So, to verify that, to find the angular bisectors, in the shortcut method is that we have to check that whether both are the positive or not. Suppose any equation does not contain the positive sign, then we have to multiply with the negative, right? After that, here is that C1 is C1 greater than 0, comma C2 is greater than 0. So first this condition must be verified, right? So after verifying this condition, and next one you have to check that this one is that and another one is that, and these two must be not that parallel. Must be not parallel means their slopes are not equal. That means A1 by A2 is not equals to B1 by B2. So what is the meaning of this one? So these two lines are not parallel. Not parallel means the given equations are intersecting. So after that, say if internal angular bisector means if A1 into A2 plus B1 into B2 is greater than 0, then what is that internal angular bisector or acute angular bisector? See this one. Here if this condition is satisfied, then equation of acute angular bisector. So what is that other name of this one? Or internal angular bisector, internal angular bisector, right? So what is that equation of acute angular or internal angular bisector? That will be A1 into x, that will be A1 into x plus B1 into y plus C1 whole divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square is equals to minus of A2 into x plus B2 into y plus C2 whole divided by under root of A2 square plus B2 square. This one is that acute angular bisector or internal angular bisector. Okay, and next one is that equation of obtuse angular bisector. Equation of obtuse or external angular bisector is what will be that equation? That is that in that above formula, we have the negative sign, and here this one is the positive sign. A1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 whole divided by root of this one is that a1 square plus b1 square is equals to a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square plus b2 square. Suppose here in this one, what is that, which condition is satisfied with this one is that internal angular bisector a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is greater than 0. Suppose that will be less than 0. Here we have to take that in internal angular bisector you have to take that positive sign, and external angular bisector or obtuse angular bisector we have to take the negative sign. So here we will write that second condition. What is the second condition? If see this one, if second condition is if a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 less than 0, then what will be that acute angular bisector? See here I will write in that short form. So equation of internal angular bisector. What is the other name of internal? Acute angular bisector. So this one will get that by taking that which sign? Positive sign. So here this one is that we will write that a1x plus b1y, a1x plus b1 into y plus c1 whole divided by root of a1 square plus b1 square is equals to a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square, right? a2 square plus b2 square. Similarly, so what we can write the next one? External angular bisector or obtuse angular bisector will be take the negative sign. Okay, now we will see that part. See equation of see this one, equation of obtuse angular bisector. Obtuse angular bisector is so what will be that equation? That one will be taken as a1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 whole divided by under root of a1 square plus b1 square is equals to, here will you take that negative sign or positive sign? Negative sign, minus of a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square. So this one is that obtuse angular bisector equation, right? This is that very most important concept. Now you see this one here, you can write that very most important points. So 2 points are there. First point, note here, these 2 points are very important. First point, what are the equations of angular bisectors of the coordinate axis? So see this one. Here this one is that y-axis and this one is that x-axis. Here one line is that y is equals to x and the other line is that y is equals to minus x. So this is that origin, this is that x dash, this is that y dash, right? So this equation is y is equals to minus x. So what do you say that here, that angular bisectors of the coordinate axis? Point number 1, angular bisectors of coordinate axis, angular bisectors of coordinate axis, or y is equals to plus x and y is equals to minus x. So clearly from these two equations we can say that angular bisectors are always perpendicular to each other. See, what is the slope of the first equation? Plus 1. The slope of the second equation is minus 1. Product of the slopes is equals to minus 1 means, so these two lines are mutually perpendicular. That means angular bisectors, not only the angular bisectors of coordinate axis. So general lines, even by taking that general lines, that is in that above concept. So even by taking the general lines, the angular bisectors must be always perpendicular to each other. So here is that these two are the perpendicular. Okay. So you can write the second point. So angular bisector equations. Second point is that angular bisector equations are always perpendicular to each other, perpendicular to each other. So this is the very most important point, right? So the next point is that suppose if you take that pair of equation, actually this point we will discuss in the pair of straight line, but simultaneously I am discussing about that point also. Suppose if you take that pair of equation means two types will be there. One is that represent the lines passing through the origin, and the other one is that represent the lines not passing through the origin. So first you take that equation of the pair of equation which represent the lines passing through origin. That will be the homogeneous equation. See this one, equation of pair of angular bisectors, equation of pair of angular bisectors of a into x square plus 2h into xy plus b into y square is equals to 0 is that formula will be h into x square minus y square is equals to a minus b into xy. A minus b into xy. So this one is the required pair of angular bisector of the equation. Here very clearly this is the homogeneous equation. So I hope that everybody understood what is meant by homogeneous equation. The degree of each term in that or each term are equal, then that is the homogeneous equation. In the first term, the degree of the variable is 2. In second term, the sum of the powers will be the 2. So that means the degree of the second term is also 2. The degree of third term is also 2. So this pair of angular bisector equation will be h into x square minus y square is equals to a minus b into xy. H into x square minus y square is equals to a minus b into xy. So now next we will discuss that another concept. What will be the another concept? See, here is that. So you can write that if and another point we will discuss that. That is equation of that bisectors of angle between two lines which contain a given point. So that means so the given point lies in the angular bisector equations of the lines or not. See, the next concept is that equation of that bisectors of the angle between two lines which contains a given point. See, here is that contains a given point. See this one. Here this one is the statement. Okay. See, here is that you have to take the first two lines. What are those two lines? See, let one line equation is, let the two lines be, be a1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 is equals to 0. This is the first line. And another equation is a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 is equals to 0. These are the given lines, right? See, if say suppose the given point you take as that h comma k. Suppose the given point is h comma k. Say the equation of the bisector of angle between the two lines containing the point h comma k will be, say, so here the equation of bisector of angle between the lines containing the given point. So here the two cases will be arranges. One will be that a1 into h plus b1 into k plus, sorry, here is that a1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 by root of a1 square plus b1 square is equals to, actually here the two cases will be arranges. One is that plus or minus. So this one is that what? We are going to write the equation of the bisector of angle between the given lines which containing the point h comma k. This one will be a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by root of a2 square plus b2 square. This one is the required equation of angular bisector between the two lines containing the point h comma k. If in which case this is the possible, if a1 into h plus b1 into k plus c1 and a2 into h plus b2 into k plus c2 or of same sign that means what? So both will be either the positive or negative. So that means the given point h comma k, substitute in that given lines. So then the result will be represent that both will be the same sign, either both are positive or both are negative. Then what is that? Bisector equation of angle between the line containing this point. Here this bisector equation, here is that positive sign. Suppose if these two have the opposite sign, then we will get the negative value. Say otherwise means what? So if one is the positive and other one is the negative. Otherwise, so a1 into x plus b1 into y plus c1 whole divided by root of a1 square plus b1 square is equals to minus of a2 into x plus b2 into y plus c2 whole divided by under root of a2 square plus b2 square under root of a2 square plus b2 square. So this is the next case. Okay, so please all of you remember this case. Say all of you remember this one. If a1 into h plus b1 into k plus c1 and a2 into h plus b2 into k plus c2 are of the same sign. These two will have the same sign. Here we take that in that formula of angular bisectors, we will consider the positive sign. Otherwise, this one is the negative sign. Suppose while doing the problems, if I said that the point h comma k lies in the angular bisector of the equation. So then immediately we have to write that condition is, if you have that here the positive sign, these two will be the same sign. Same sign means the product of these two values will be positive. Either both are positive or both are negative. Otherwise, the product will be negative. So this is the very, very important concept. Okay, right? So the next thing is that we will discuss that some few problems related to the angular bisectors. Right, all of you see this problem. The equation of the bisector of that angle between the lines x plus y is equals to 3 and 2x minus y is equals to 2, which contain the point h comma k. So you have to find the equation of bisector of angle between these two lines which contain the given point. To find the angular bisector equation, first we have to verify the conditions. What are those conditions? A1H plus B1K plus C1. That means here you see what will be the solution of this problem. See, here you have to write that let this one is that first equation is you have to verify that A1H plus B1 into K plus C1. So this value will be, how you can find, first equation you take A1x plus B1y plus C1. Substitute this point on this one, that is equals to 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 means this one is equals to minus 1 less than 0. And next you have to verify that A2 into H plus B2 into K plus C2. That will be what? Substitute the given point in the second equation. That will be 2 minus 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 1. So this one is less than 0. That means both are having the same sign. Then what is that formula? So that is nothing but that formula will be, therefore the required equation is what I said, that formula A1 into x plus B1 into y plus C1 whole divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square is equals to, when these two values have the same sign, you take here the positive value, A2 into x plus B2 into y plus C2 whole divided by under root of A2 square plus B2 square. A2 square plus B2 square. Now substitute that A1x plus B1y plus C1. What is that A1x plus B1y plus C1? That implies first equation is that x plus y minus 3 whole divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square is that root 2 is equals to, second equation is that what? 2x minus y minus 2 whole divided by root of A2 square plus B2 square is that root 5. Now this one you cross multiply, you will be get that this one is that root 5 into x plus root 5 into y minus 3 into root 5 is equals to, this one is the 2 root 2 into x minus root 2 into y minus 2 into root 2 minus 2 into root 2. So here is that you get all these terms to the left hand side. These all the terms you write in the left hand side. That becomes that root 5 minus 2 root 2 into x, 2 root 2 into x plus minus root 5 into y. You get into the left hand side. This one is the root 5 plus root 2 into y. So here this one you get into the left hand side, or this one you get the right side. So if you get this value is minus 3 root 5, if you get the right side, 3 into root 5 minus 2 into root 2. So this one is the equation of angular bisector of the given two lines which contains the given point. What is the given point? 1 comma 1. Say this one is the solution, right? I hope that everybody understood this one. So all of you see this equation. So what is the correct option? So your correct option is that, so first option is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. So option A is the correct answer. So this one is the solution of this question. Okay, right, we will see that one more question in this model. Okay, see in this problem, let P is equals to minus 1 comma 0, Q is equals to 0 comma 0 and R is equals to 3 comma 3 into root 3 be the 3 points. Then equation of bisector of triangle PQR. That means what? We have to find the equation of bisector at vertex Q. That means so first of all you see that the given points. One point is on the negative x-axis. So this one is that origin, right? See, this is that y and this one is that y dash. See this one. Okay, what is the first P point? P point is that P is equals to minus 1 comma 0 and Q is equals to 0 comma 0, right? And R is that 3 comma 3 root 3 that lies in that first quadrant. This is that R. R is equals to 3 comma 3 into root 3. Okay, right. Now you join these all the points. So here we will get the triangle. So which one we have to find? Equation of bisector of this one. So that means we should find this equation, right? So equation of bisector of Q means this line is passing through origin. So let the line is that y is equals to m into x. M is that slope of the bisector at the angle Q. See, here is that this angle is that what? So QR is makes the angle with the positive x-axis. First you find the slope of that QR. That is nothing but root 3. Tan theta is equals to root 3 means theta is equals to what? 60 degrees. So here is that theta is equals to 60. So here the remaining part will be, this total angle is 120. This total angle is 120 means this part of this angle is nothing but, so this angle is nothing but 60. 60 plus 60 is equals to 120. So here the angular bisector makes the angle with the positive x-axis is that makes the angle with positive x-axis is 120. So this one is that makes the angle 120 degrees. So what is that slope of the angular bisector? Therefore m is equals to tan 120 degrees. M is equals to tan 120 degrees. Tan 120 means tan of 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30 is that minus cot 30. That is equals to minus cot 30 degrees. Cot 30 is equals to what? Root 3. So this value is that. So this value will be minus root 3. So by substituting m is equals to minus root 3 in the above equation, therefore equation of bisector of angle PQR is what is that equation? Y is equals to minus root 3 into x. Y is equals to minus root 3 into x. That implies you can write that root 3 into x plus y is equals to 0. So your correct answer is that C is the correct option. So I hope that everybody understand the solution of this question. Your answer is that root 3 into x plus y is equals to 0. So correct option is that what? C is the correct answer. Root 3 into x plus y is equals to 0. Okay. So right, we will see that one more question. See, in this problem, the number of integer values of m for which the x coordinate of the point of intersection of the two lines. One line is the 3x plus 4y is equals to 9 and the other line is y is equals to mx plus 1 is also an integer. So here we have to first of all find the x coordinate of the point. That means solving the both equations. Here is that 3 into x plus 4y is equals to 9 and y is equals to what? M into x plus 1. Now to find the x coordinate we should be eliminate that y. You know y is equals to mx plus 1. Substitute in the first equation. That implies 3x plus 4 into mx plus 1 is equals to 9. That implies this value is that 3x plus 4 into mx. You take x as the common. 3 plus 4 into m into x is equals to 4 plus 4. You get this one is the right side. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is equals to 5. So that implies, here you can write that implies x is equals to 5 by 3 plus 4 into m. So given that what is this one? This is an integer. This is an integer. So now integer means so here for what values of this one is the integer. So therefore you see if you write that m is equals to this value is always less than 5. For integer means this value denominator is always less than the numerator. Therefore 3 plus 4 into m is less than 5. So that implies m is equals to 4m is less than 2. That implies m is less than. So this one is also will be equals to less than or equals to 1 by 2. So that means here that the number of integer values of m. So how many integer values of m to become this one is that integer. See, look at this one. Here if you take that m is equals to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not that integer. So if you take m is equals to 0, that is also not that integer. M is equals to plus 1 you take. M is equals to minus 1 you take. M is equals to minus 1 means x is equals to what? Minus 5. So that is an integer. So therefore one integer value m is equals to minus 1. M is equals to minus 1. And next one, what is that another value? You check that minus 2. Minus 2 means 3 minus 8 minus 5 minus 5. 5 by minus 5 is the minus 1. So x value minus 1 is an integer. So this value will be also equals. So that is equals to m value will be minus 2. This is also an integer. Suppose if you take that minus 3. Minus 3 means here is that minus 3 means 3 minus 12. That is the minus 9. That is not the integer. So how many possible values of m? 2 possible values of m. So therefore number of integer values values of m are 2. So how many integer values? 2. Those integer values will be m is equals to minus 1 and m is equals to, suppose if you take that plus 1, let me verify this one. plus 1. So if you take m is equals to minus 1, this is equals to plus 1. If you take that, 5 by 7 will get. So suppose if you take that plus 2, then its value will be greater than 5. So it is not possible. So your correct answer is that what? So your correct answer is that A is the correct option. A is the correct option. Right. So we will see that next question. We will see that next question. See, this is the very most important question. If the lines x plus a into y plus a is equals to 0, b x plus y plus b is equals to 0, c x plus cy is equal cy plus 1 is equals to 0. A, B, C are being the distinct and not equals to 1 or concurrent, then the values of A. You know already the concept of the concurrent lines. That is that det of 1 A and next one is that B 1 B. Next C 1 is equals to 0. Now we apply that row and column operations in determinants. So we know that determinant properties. Here this one is that C1 gives, that means in first column. Now I am going to apply the operation C1 minus C2. No change in that second column and third column. So again you apply that operation in C2. C2 gives C2 minus C3. So that means what will get this value? That is equals to det of C1 gives in the first column. You apply that C1 minus C2. That is that 1 minus A, B minus 1, C minus C0. And next C2 gives C2 minus C3. A minus A is 0. 1 minus B and C minus 1. Third column is no change. A, B and 1 is equals to 0. So now you apply this expansion. 1 minus A into, by leaving this row and this column, this value will becomes that 1 minus B minus B into C minus 1. C minus 1 minus 0 into something is 0. Next plus A into, by leaving the first row and the last column, B minus C into B minus 1 into C minus 1 is equals to 0. So this one is the expansion of this determinant. Now here is that 1 minus A you multiply with this one, and here you take that minus is common. So in first term if you take minus, minus into minus is plus. A minus 1 into this one you can write that B minus 1. Here A 1 minus A if you multiply, so by taking the minus as common, plus B into A minus 1 into C minus 1. Next minus 0 plus A into B minus 1 into C minus 1 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. Here this expression you divide on both sides. A minus 1 into B minus 1 into C minus 1. That implies this value is that 1 by C minus 1 plus this value is that B by B minus 1 plus this one is that A by A minus 1 is equals to 0. After dividing with A minus 1 into B minus 1 into C minus 1, we will be get this value. But actually in that the required value you have to find that A by A minus 1 plus B by B minus 1 plus C by C minus 1. So to find that value, the both sides you adding with 1. That implies 1 plus 1 by C minus 1 plus b by b minus 1 plus a by a minus 1 is equals to 1. So in the first term, by simplifying, here by taking the LCM, this becomes that c by c minus 1 plus b by b minus 1 plus a by a minus 1. So this one is the required value. So what is that? The answer, the required answer will be 1 is the correct answer. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. If you like, please like, share and subscribe this channel.